This game is Daisy Place. Why am I wearing a pot on my head from the beginning? It's hard to see, but there's a key card here. A feature of this game is that you can directly control the drone. This looks like a simple parkour stage. The text is too small to see clearly, but it looks like a sticker. What's the meaning of this picture? A door somewhere has opened. This TV doesn't seem to be working. It's not working. There's something up there. Hello, you two friends. What are you doing there? This picture is a hint for the password. Hey, who are you? I don't know why something strange is hiding. The yellow window can be broken with a drone. Here's a key and a note. Distract at 13? What does this mean? The writing is too small to read clearly. Fortunately, I can still control the drone even in a dead state. Boarding pass. Why is it here? This is unbreakable glass. Is this also a hint for the password? It seems similar to earlier. The generator has been activated. Hello, friends. Have a great day. Why are you wearing that strange accessory on your head? There's another boarding pass. It seems to be the same as the previous one, just with a different name. This is probably the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Let's go, pothead. There's a keycard next to Daisy. Daisy keeps saying the same thing to me. If I stay here, I'll end up hearing the same thing from Daisy forever. There is nothing here except for a laptop. What are all these switches for? I'm not sure, but it seems like there are switches to turn the lights on and off. Steve can be customized at any time. There's a way to the basement. Let's finish looking around before I go. It seems you're not the talking type of friend. I didn't expect that friend to start talking suddenly. Alright, let's head down to the basement now. The stone is smiling. Who is whistling so sweetly? Oh, is that you? I have a long way to go, so I'll be on my way. Goodbye. Someone knocked me out, and then I came to an unknown place. Does the yellow X mark mean I should send the drone that way? I didn't expect the door to actually open. It looks like I need to collect all the yellow liquid in this room. The yellow liquid will be collected automatically when it enters the yellow area. I feel like I've seen this friend somewhere before. This game already has an enormous number of mascot characters. A door somewhere has opened. There's something over there. A big star was watching over me. It seems like in this room, I just need to press a button. This place is quite a large-scale puzzle. That jellyfish was hiding in the darkness. What? I didn't expect there to be a trap. Avoid him, get the cannon. I thought I was going to die, but I didn't. Hello, Smilestone. What?
Help.
Help, please. It's not speaking. I didn't expect it to actually shoot. If the cannon had fired the moment I entered this room, I would have died. Why are you guarding that spot? Are you letting me go in first? That's kind of you. Where is that screaming coming from? Will this open if I press all the buttons? A shell? There's a new Steve here. Find 9 seashells? All right. There's a strange sock here. Hey, why are you there? You're free now. I think I've pressed all the buttons. Now let's find the exit. That was quite a long puzzle. There's something strange over there, but it's not chasing me. Let's move quickly. There's a three-way fork in the path. Let's go left first. It seems like an elevator that doesn't work. Someone over there is watching me. I've been here before. Chapter 3. Now that the story is over, let's get started in earnest. Controlling the drone to press the switch is the same as in the previous chapter. The families in Daisy Place have increased again. Passing through the event area, they still say the same thing. Which switch turns the lights on, and which one turns them off? Let's start with this sector. Coming here reminds me of something familiar. There's something big. A cat? A fox? I'm not sure. But which door should I exit through? I've arrived somewhere else again. Why has Daisy's face become strange? This is a mission I did in the previous chapter. I was able to escape this room by using the platform on the ceiling. This is a place I've been to in the previous chapter. To put it briefly, you can think of it as the same as the shell mission from earlier. Mirror maze? A transparent wall is blocking my way. Finding the way is quite challenging. I have to navigate through the maze to find my way back as well. Hello, I saw you in the previous chapter. No, it's starting again from the beginning. I'll ignore the killer I just encountered and continue on my way. It's dark here, so it's hard to see, but there's a hospital bed inside the screen. What is this glowing object? There is something strange floating in the sky. This place is blocked. What the? Why are two half creatures chasing me? I have evaded them. The path I need to take seems quite long. This place looks like the room I was in earlier. When I stood in the center of the door, I was teleported somewhere. Someone was here earlier, but now it's gone. Why did that friend go over there? There's another Steve here. Where did I suddenly arrive? This looks like a bus. This time, it's not a bus. I just need to cross over this way. It seems like I keep getting teleported. Slimy Secret Club. Are you cool enough to enter? This puzzle also feels like something I've seen somewhere before. It's the cafeteria I first arrived at earlier. Someone is over there. Something dark is floating around. Before proceeding, let me quickly check something. If I operate the drone while standing right in front of the door, the drone is generated on the other side of the door. This is the secret room of this chapter. I can't read this note with the drone. Let's head to the science sector. Upon entering, it doesn't seem like a science sector. It looks more like a park. You're the only one with a different color. Is this a math problem? Oh, I see. The correct answer is 8. Hello, egg friend. There is something familiar yet huge over there. I will proceed quickly. It suddenly turned into ruins. There's a knife here. Now let's turn back. The egg friend was here earlier, but now it's gone. Before the egg friend arrived here, a small friend was blocking the way. The egg friend came here with a knife. Everyone is gathered here. If I go to the center of the door, I'll be teleported. An evil flower is approaching. Are these friends fighting each other? You need to go to this point to be teleported to the next area. Chapter 4. Don't forget to grab your little friend. I've already grabbed it. What? Why is that friend following me? That crazy friend followed me all the way to where I respawned, trying to eat me. I need to place the blocks in the correct colors. Oh, it's a remote control. There are yes and no written above the door. What? I'll just choose any answer. The long interrogation is over. This is just decoration. This place feels familiar, like I've been here before, but I'll proceed with the exploration anyway. What is that noise? Anyway, let's go see the Queen. Sheriff and Queen. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. Let's go to infirmary. There are no patients in the hospital room. I couldn't see anything special in the room either. keycard is needed here. I'll go up the stairs. It's blocked. There are 4 sectors here. Hi, come here. Why does everyone hide when I approach? It's annoying that this friend keeps saying the same thing. I have arrived at the air sector. Just press all the red buttons in the room. This isn't a red button. I pressed everything on the floor. Now let's try using a drone. I think I've pressed them all. What is this thing with only a red head? This seems to be the most chaotic mascot I've seen so far. Why do I die when I touch the red cube? Hey partner, you don't need to say the same thing twice. It's best not to go where the electricity is flowing.
Log code 24459. In relation, experiment 1006. The prototype. Stubborn as he is, and always silent with each passing session, I'm still uncovering fresh data nonetheless. Today's discovery. End of log.
Ready to talk now, are you? I possess
a question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel anything?
This question referred to what exactly?
You stick us, beat us, tear at flesh.
Do you feel it?
There's a secret inside you, 1006. Valuable beyond all measure. I cut and prod and burn at it. And I get closer with each session. So speak. Or don't. Fight. Or give in. Regardless, I learn something new about you every day. It excites me.
Thank you.
You thank me?
Absolutely.
I learn something new about you every day.
I found one of the parts. Alright, let's go back. I'll take the key card on the table. Let's go to the place I couldn't enter earlier. I explored this place again, but there was nothing. doors won't open. That friend saying the same thing again. Where is this? It looks like a bus accident site. The conversation was quite long. The door is locked. Anyway, let's move on to the next area. Hello, Daisy. Which way should I go? Its twinkling eye looks peaceful. The room is filled with yellow everywhere. The path ahead is blocked by fire. There are friends that seem familiar. You're giving me 1,000 Robux? Sounds great. This passage looks familiar. Let's proceed quickly as usual. Hello, Cup. Daisy's face has changed strangely. I'll go ahead first. Get some rest. What is this dragging sound? Now that I've got the second part, let's return to the first elevator. This is the place I came to earlier. Okay, I'll go get the third part. This seems to be the destination. I seem to have built up fatigue from the long exploration. What on earth is this room? At this point, I regretted falling off the elevator. There's no way to call the elevator back up from here. In the end, I had to restart the chapter from the beginning. The number of boxes seems to be the password. Is the third password the number of flowers? If I fell from here, I would have to start the chapter all over again. That was terrifying in a different way. Let's go back to the place where we entered the password. Finally, I can move on to the next area. This place looks familiar too. Here's a hint for the password. Is this a purple gem? It looks like I need to collect these. Find 9 crystals. All right. The door closed automatically. I guess I have to press it again. The last part is here. Is there a phone here? All right. Now that I've got the last part, let's go back. Now let's go back to the elevator. Now let's get on the elevator. I've reached chapter 5. But there's a timer at the top of the screen. Does this mean I need to clear the game within an hour? There are various colored Steves here, so you can take whichever one you like. The door is locked. Let's go to the open area first. Holy! I feel weird. Taking the pill is useless. Let's move forward. Alright, by the way, where is the transport? The transport was nearby. I didn't notice because it was dark. This seems to be the old sector. What does this picture mean? This is yellow glass, but it doesn't break. Find 6 colored eggs? Okay. It's blocked, so I can't go up. It is possible to collect eggs with a drone. It took some time to find the last egg. I later realized that after collecting all the eggs, I had to go to the classroom. This glass still doesn't break. It might be bulletproof glass. Before breaking the wall with a hammer, I also need to press this button to open the door. I don't want to hear you say the same thing twice. Alright, let's turn off the light. This room opens when you press this switch under the light switch. Looking at this room, it suddenly reminds me of a secret room in a kindergarten somewhere. Before pressing that switch, I'll take a look at a note. I had just teleported, and I died immediately. This is unfair. What was that sound just now? Now the light is on. It's blocked. Where should I go? Jump into the barrel? I can't get Steve. Don't you remember what you just said? There is no need to say the same thing. Now that I've pressed the button, let's go back. You can reach the switch by stepping on the clouds. press one more switch. There's another Steve over there. I need to press this switch as well. It's a puzzle where I need to push the blocks all the way to the end. It disappears very quickly. The character folded like paper. It hasn't opened here. Like before, fly the drone to the switch under the X mark. What are you doing there? Go back to the show sector. This door is open. There's a puzzle here. Let me solve it quickly. Alright, let's get out of here. Talk all of a sudden? Why are you joking in this situation? Catch up with Daisy in the creativity area. In this room, I need to press all the switches inside. Hello, infants. Okay. I need to find 6 lollipops. That's strange. I was sure it was 6, but there are 7. Actually, this part confused me a lot. Rather than a few words of explanation, it would be better to check it out directly in the video. I spent a really long time trying to find the teleportation zone here. Let's go, friend. If I get it wrong, I'll hear the same thing twice. He didn't lie. Cool. Slippery parkour. Now let's go back. Before proceeding, let me check one thing. I think I have to press this switch to open the secret area. I'm ready. Let's go now. Creativity area. This is the secret room. Now that we've seen the secret room, let's go back. This is the teleportation spot. It might be confusing since it's not marked. It's the scepter. Do I need to run away suddenly? I'm not sure, but let's move quickly. It feels like I'm recalling memories I had forgotten a long time ago. Chapter 5 is finished. Thank you for watching.